Hello, everyone and all, and welcome back to Quest Junkies. It is Monday night, my dudes, which can only mean one thing. It's time for the Rhódania Chronicles. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
guys.
Hi.
Hi, indeed. We are thrilled to be back with you on this wonderful Monday with the Wyld Ones on their adventures in Rhódania. So, let's quickly go around the table. My dear friends, if you'd be so kind, please introduce yourself and tell us who you will be playing. Starting with Myra the Pirate.
Hello, I'm sorry. I'm just messaging my friend to tell her to come and watch us. Hi, I'm Mai, aka Myra the Pirate. I am playing Rhódania, the Circle of Stars Feelies Druid Artificer, and yeah, it's my second to last episode until my break.
Penultimate.
Oh,
Penultimate.
goodness.
Yes, I used that word many times earlier, and it just went blank. So
More on that later. Thank you so much. Grim in chat.
Hi, friends. I'm Mike. My government name is Grim and Chat. I will be reprising my role as your second favorite small boy, Wes, the alchemist, artificer, rogue? Apparently.
Rogue with a question mark, specifically.
Question mark.
Yes.
It's key.
Thank you so much. Bridget, let's go with you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bridget. I'll be playing Frank, the Way of the Long Death, Shatterkai Monk, Warlock.
Wait, did we get Jennifer Coolidge by mistake? What's going on?
I'm literally writing that in the chat right now. Like, Jennifer Coolidge.
Like, what's going on here?
I never knew Fright just
Decisions
needed
were
a hot
made.
dog real
Makes me want a
bad.
hot dog real bad.
There you go.
I still can't go over the TikTok memes of people saying Jennifer Coolidge as a villager in Minecraft movie.
Yeah, it should be.
It's amazing.
And speaking of
Anyway.
memes, Patoons.
Prince
First of
of
all,
memes.
what the fuck? Hi, everybody. I'm Patrick, aka Patton. Sometimes I draw art, but Monday afternoons I play Conor McGinnis, the Urgency Runited Fighter. Ba-bam!
Wham bam.
That's the boy. And I am Patchy. I'm a humble dungeon master. I play everybody else. So, periodically throughout the stream, you will see messages in the chat and on the screen shouting out our dear friends, people like Sirenscape and Tabletop Dominion. We have our merch store and our Discord, all the things for you to look at and consider in your time watching us. So with all that being said, let's find out where we were last we left off.
I'm scared.
Good. The Wyld Ones have made their way to the frozen north, the citadel of the Morrigan, investigating the workings of Frike's father, those of the Shadowfell, trying to find whatever secrets lie there that connect the Great Reconvergence, the Shadowfell plots, everything. Answers. Just typically answers more than anything else. As the list of questions just keeps expanding and expanding. The group was alarmed at the isolation of this place, not just from other beings and creatures, but magics, apparently. Any magic of any divine origin just did not exist here, rendering the clerical abilities of the big cat and some abilities of the others to be effectively useless for the time being. This does present lots of problems, but the group soldier on regardless. And whilst being mostly tapped out from the fight in the storm, the group made the decision to separate. Big Cat and Little Cat, Reese and Feronia, remaining in the main thoroughfare of the citadel to set up a camp, to rest up, recuperate, gather their strength. While the others explored, took the long stairway up the central spire of the citadel, heading up for an hour, 2 hours, 2 and a bit hours, up these stairs slowly, stealthily, carefully. Maybe not so stealthily at times, but we won't talk about that. Fortunately, the citadel did prove to be completely devoid of all life, for the most part. There was one instance as the group continued up and found a bridge across the central area of this citadel with a door on either side. Investigating one doorway, they found an empty, deserted room with a pedestal seemingly designed to hold some sort of magical trinket. They explored the room at the other side and found the same thing, but with one very slight difference. There was someone else there. Someone who did not belong. A hooded figure who, upon revealing themselves, another Frike? A different Frike, heavily scarred and eyes like black voids, if I remember the description correctly, who began very, very eerily mimicking Frike as Frike responded to this sight. From head tilts to vocal mimicry. What's more, it seemed that her abilities were not dampened in this place. Maybe it was because of the 5 gift subscriptions that McClover just gave us. Thank you so much, McClover. You are the king. All the love to you. Or perhaps it's because her powers come from a different source. Not divine, but something else. As the group readied for whatever their next move was going to be, they saw that she was in possession of a necklace, a golden necklace, with inset rubies around the rim of it. And upon using her abilities, much like Frike, the blessing of the Raven Queen, for Frike, this ability does not work here, yet this double seemed to be able to do it. They appeared at the other room at the other end of the bridge, holding 2 of those necklaces, and then vanishing from sight. I don't think Frike was taking this in so well as it happened. But we'll find out about that very soon. Because we return to the group downstairs. Rhódania. I'll say for the past hour and a half, coming up to 2 hours, you and Reese have made a nice little camp spot at the bottom of this citadel.
You're making me so anxious right now.
There's a nice little campfire in the center. The purple flame that you had sparked when you first entered this place now glows brightly and saturated in this desolate space. as you and Reese sit around this campfire, regaining your strength. Reese hasn't really said much since she began resting, but continues to look troubled at the realization that a lot of his power is effectively useless in this place. Where is your mind at as you think to your friends who left to go exploring? They've been gone a little while now.
Yeah, not very happy that they left in the first place, to be honest. But we'd be called the Wyld Ones if we didn't do stupid shit like that. Just seems very bizarre where we are, so far from home, just so far from where, you know, Rhódania's journey started. A little cabin in the woods, to then a tree, to then now this. She's just sort of playing around with druidcraft, just kind of trying to create some sort of plants or life. And even if it's just something like a little, almost kind of like, you know, in Fern Gully, where she puts her hand down and, you know, with the seed and like the sprouts come up. Any millennials who have seen that film will know what I mean. Basically trying to grow some moon lotuses around the campfire.
As you place your paw down, the moon lotuses sprout around you. Your power not divine in origin. It is a power born of the earth, of this world. With a little bit of faith thrown in for good measure, of course. But I would say there is an element of relief that your powers don't seem to be hindered here. They are spent, but not hindered.
She plucks one of the moon lotus. I would say from her paw, because she wants to try and leave the ones that are on the ground. And toddles, shuffles, waddles, you know, what have you, up to Reese and hands it to him. You're looking troubled, my friend, but lotus for your thoughts.
He takes it. He's still looking towards the flames. Yeah, troubled is, that's a good way to put it. What do we do when we're done here? When we're done with all this? What are your...
Like saving the world.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say we're surviving this, whatever this is about to be.
I was trying to have a positive spin on it, Reese, but okay.
Okay. Saving the world. Sure, let's go with that.
Okay. Well, I know what I hope is to get my family back. I need to find my dad. My dream is much I love you guys. You know, I'm not a hero of the sorts that say like Connell is or Frike is or even Wes. I'm I don't know, not a diplomat, but you know, my dream is just to find my dad, get back to my family and maybe back to my people, maybe back to my time, but it's a bit of a pipe dream, especially in a dank place like this.
I don't think that's a pipe dream. I think that's very noble.
Yeah, I still don't know where the fuck my dad is, so how am I supposed to be noble, a noble person with a broken family, so...
Well, it's all about perspective. He hands you back the Moon Lotus. Think of it this way. He'll be in the last place you look. You know,
Where's that?
because you won't keep looking after you've found him. I'm trying to be funny.
You got a strange sense of humor, and I'll never get it. But yeah, you're right.
Do you know why
I was hoping Mum would have some sort of idea, but no. Anyway, what were you gonna say? I'm rambling.
Do you know why I left home? Way back when?
Why? Well, you said you just wanted to kind of have a bit of an adventure, didn't you?
I wanted to see the world. We'd heard stories about this ever-expanding world and all the sights that it had to see, and Galea's only a tiny part of it. I was going to be the first to explore it all, and I've been gone a few months. I've only seen a fraction of this world, and if this is what it means to explore the world, I want to go home. I am terrified. I didn't sign up for saving the world. You put it.
Baronia puts her paw on Reese's shoulder. I imagine just before, he finishes his sentence. I'm shit scared as well. I don't know if it's because we're cats, but it's fucking terrifying. I didn't sign up for this either. And cast guidance on Reese. But as long as we're together, we can make it through. We may not all make it through by the end of it, but at least most of us could try and make it through. Get corny, but we're the Wyld Ones after all, so... Even if we're apart.
Yeah, I don't know what I can do here, but I'll do what I can.
And there's no shame if you do need to go home. I was close to leaving myself before we jumped on the ship. I was fighting so hard, I just wanted to stay with Mommy.
I suppose we have to keep going, so you have a mom to go back to. I have a home
People
to
go back to. Yeah.
He sort of starts looking up into the black void above you, this ever spiraling aboveward tower. I haven't heard anything, so I am choosing to believe they're okay. And they'll be coming round the corner any minute.
I mean, I can call them if you like. I've got my sending stone. See how they're getting on, and if they don't answer, then maybe they're in great peril. If they do, then hey, they're just having crumpets.
I suppose you could try. I don't know if that'll work. What kind of ability it is. I don't. Yeah. I know I can't do it, but maybe you can. I don't know.
She pulls her sending stone out. I'm gonna call Connell. Because I feel like he has his sending stone out.
All right. What is your message to Connell?
I'm really shit at counting how much is going to be, but my message to Connell is going to be, hey, Rock Boy. You guys have been away a long time. Big Cat is shitting their breeches. And me too. Hurry. The fuck. That's one word. Up.
Hurry the fuck, that's one. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna reply to Maya so she can read it out.
Well,
Wait, you texting it to me or WhatsApp?
Yeah, I'm texting you.
we don't know if the spell works yet or not, do we?
Oh.
I need Mai to roll me a D100 first.
Fucking cock. Okay.
That's corrupt. That's
Ah.
corrupt.
Yeah, that's a D8. Where's my D10s? I want to choose the right D10s. So that one looks good. Suspense. Fuck it. I saw you first. Okay, let's choose you. I choose you. D100. 81.
81. You concentrate on the magic leaving you, just waiting to feel that connection grasp. And it's strange in this place. It feels different as you cast it. It feels odd. It feels wrong almost. And while you're trying to figure out if it has worked or not, you hear Connell's voice in your head. With
Okay.
whatever it is he's saying back.
You're being a prick, aren't you?
No.
Okay. I love you, Pat. Okay. I'm gonna use my Rhódania voice, because why the fuck not?
We all good. I solved lots of puzzles. Square holes every time, baby. Oh, by the way, there's 2 frikes. That's a thing. Titty sprinkles. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, I don't... too many mummies. Reese, there's 2 frikes, apparently. And titty sprinkles. And, I'll be fine, right? 2 frikes?
I mean, is the second one on our side? Because if so, then yeah, we're good. That would be amazing. Did he say?
No.
What's the meaning of titty sprinkles? I've never heard this term before.
It's a code word.
A good one or
It's
a what?
titty sprinkling titties is usually a good thing, but I don't know. It's messy. Sprinkling titties.
It looks back up. Well, let's hope
Mixed
they sprinkle
messages.
all those titties then, if it's a good thing. And with that, we'll move back to the other group upstairs. As Connell, you've just received this message as the other Frike had vanished just moments ago.
Titty sprinkles. Do you think she'll understand what that means, guys?
Oh yeah, it's a code word.
Yeah, it's.
I'll
yeah,
say
of course.
that this entire time, Frike has been looking for anything that she could knock over or destroy, and the only way for her to stop Regina George screaming is to use Blessing of the Raven Queen, auto-fail the con save, and double over in sickness.
Very well.
That's
ahead
what
and-
titty sprinkles means. Frank is out of control.
Go ahead and roll me 2d6.
Sprinkling everywhere.
Well, roll for titty sprinkles.
That's 2D booby.
6.
Okay, you take 6 points of damage.
Can Connell attempt to grapple Frike to get her to stop being self-destructive?
When she fails the con save, she doubled over, clutching her waist. I'll say she probably fell to her knees. But she is shaking violently. So.
Yeah, I think based on that, you probably can grab her without issue.
Well, if she...
It's a grabber without a shoe.
Without
is she like
shoe
having
as
a
well.
seizure kind of?
Sorry,
kinda
I'm
thing?
muting myself.
No, she's just incredibly shocked and traumatized.
Well, yeah. He's just gonna like grapple hug and just like it's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. That was a lot to take in. Whatever it is, we'll figure it out. We always do. And he's just gonna like not squeeze her, but like get enough so that it's. What I'm trying to say is like weighted blanket, like apply all that pressure to kind of like see if I can try and like relieve some stress in some way.
Connell, don't crush her. She literally just discovered a mirror version of herself. First of all, Frike, I can't imagine what you're feeling. Do you have any idea what's going on?
I'll say she thrashes a little in Connell's hold, and there are tears just streaming down her face at this point, and I think it takes her a moment to open her eyes again and inhale, and it's a very ragged inhale. Evil. Me. She was me. But evil.
This could... Remember the tournament. Remember that your father had agents who were disguising themselves. This could very well be another disguise.
I saw her before.
What do you mean you saw her before?
I thought my mind was playing tricks on me, but I saw her before.
When?
In a reflection. Bathwater.
Where? When?
On the ship. I thought it was a trick. I thought this was another fucking game, but she's real. I have no idea what any of this means. I've been lied to. Again. And as she talks, there's an overall slump of defeat in Connell's arms until it seems like she can't even hold herself up anymore.
Connell's just gonna pick her up over his shoulder and just look at Wes. Yeah. We've done enough exploring. Let's go back to the camp and just rest this off.
Let's be careful. All of this appears inevitable. And, Frike, if you saw this back on the Discourteous Rose, that means everything up until this point was purposely woven together. And if that's the case, there's a lot you don't know because it's tapestry we still have yet to discover. We take our steps one at a time, and we're damned careful about them. Now, we can take the long 2-hour walk down, or I can feather fall us down. Your choice.
No response. She's stone-faced.
Connell?
You don't even need to ask Connell. Connell's ready to do this.
All right. We will upcast Featherfall. Hand
what-
2 little token.
Connell pulls out the cloud medallion. I could just carry the two of you guys down.
I want it to look cool. You know how cool it is to kind of parachute off of a seemingly endless void of a drop?
Let's go.
Now you're talking.
As it's like bouncing like Frank is like, let's go.
Like, the poor girl's barely just discovered her mere self. Don't shake her around. We've got milkshakes down with Big Cat and Little Cat. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
And we will upcast Featherfall. And I guess Wes will lead. Hop off first, and midway through Featherfall to the bottom.
I was going to say, how long does Featherfall last?
It's only a minute. That's why we're going to fall until there's a nice veritable void. It's basically like parachuting down, but parachuting at the last second.
Well, there's definitely going to be.
It's like you want to do a
involved in that.
Superman thing, don't you?
You are essentially halo jumping down a black void that you spent over 2 hours climbing.
Right.
Okay.
We stick the sunglasses on and we jump off that ledge patch.
I mean, wouldn't it? So, Featherfall wouldn't reduce that at all. So, what you're saying is it wouldn't even matter.
It's more of a, will you get the timing right to cast it? Because you climbed for
That's
a
fair.
long time. But it's up to you.
Well, I can't guarantee the jump. If you want to have Nimbus, you can do that, Connell. But I'm going to jump it.
Connell flips the coin. Light appears. He gets on it and like almost as defeated as Frank looks, he's just like, I wanted the skydive, man. And he just like, but he's like staying close to you. So if you start panicking as you're falling, he can catch.
Let's do that. They'll take Cloud Nimbus. I'll jump and I'll try and guess it.
Okay. Just in case I need them, I'm going to look up the specific rules of fall damage.
What do you expect? This is Wes.
I'm trying to make up for like almost half a year of not playing D&D and doing stupid shit. So like I'm all
I
in at the
know.
moment. Cash it in.
Okay, so officially it maxes out at 20d6.
Ah.
So describe the moment that you take the plunge.
I think there's a quick salute. Still looking over at Connell and Frike and just drop. Eyes
Connell-
still locked on them for as long as you can.
Connell makes a golden ring out of like the Nimbus's tail, so it's like Superman 64 as you're diving off.
Oh, is there fog included as well?
All right. You begin to fall. You feel the force on your body build and build as you reach closer to terminal velocity. The air around you is still and quiet. You feel your pulse on the insides of your ears, in your neck, in your temples. You're not sure how much time passes, but I can't make this any other kind. Give me a fate roll. And I'll make this DC 50.
Oh, 92.
92. Okay. There's a split second where you question whether or not you've missed the timing window. In that split second, that seed of doubt begins to sprout in the back of your mind. But it's quickly shattered by just the glimpses through the black void of purple. The flame from the campfire. And instinctually you activate Feather Fall. As your descent slows and slows and slows. You see Reese and Rhódania just seem to be getting ready to bed down for some sleep.
And as we land, I imagine Connell is still on Cloud Nimbus holding Frike. As we all get down. Don't panic. Or panic. There's a second Frike, and Titty Sparkle is a bad word. It's a bad code.
Well, we knew about the other Frike, but I always thought that Titty Sprinkles was a good code or a mixed message code because it's messy but also good.
It usually is, but Frike had such a visceral reaction to this. This is a bad word.
Oh, great. Did you talk to this fake Frike? Did they
Frike
talk?
Did. I think maybe Connell and Frike, as you approach camp, will just point over. Frike did, but we need to help her.
Where is she?
We're still
She's
like flying
spiraling. Oh. Sorry.
Yes, and.
Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to help. Honestly.
Connell gets off the cloud, holding Frike, and just sets her down in between the two cats.
Okay.
She can't hold herself up, so she pretty much is just flat on the ground.
I think the best thing we could do is just be here.
Okay.
Rhódania's gonna cast Druidcraft again, making beneath Frike a bed and a pillow of just flowers and just plant life, just to make her comfortable, even giving her proper back support and everything, and just, maybe even a palm leaf comes down and starts fanning her, just to try and cool her, sort of. There you go.
Very good.
Her fingers twitch, but she looks up into the void above, almost as though she's not really looking at anything in particular, as though she's somewhat sightless right now.
Reese, is there anything you can do?
I can probably do more if we're not here, but I'll see what I can do. The most he can do at the minute is a bardic inspiration, so he will do that. I believe it's a D8, so you can take a D8 of bardic inspiration for it.
Is it worth it to call Captain Madeline?
Maybe. I don't like putting other people's in danger, but we've already got I mean, we're currently at risk. I mean, look at Frike.
That's a mental thing. Connell, you saw what I saw. Did you see anything else unusual about the other Frike? Aside from the white, plumy feathers?
No, I mean, it was, like you say, it was like a complete mirror image. It's nothing I've seen before.
She'll say a slow, drawn-out word. Scars, but she draws out the first syllable, so it's a bit of a hissing sound. I'm almost certain Discord won't pick that up on my mic, but
Start speaking
her
in
head.
castle tongue.
Yeah, pretty much. Scars, head, eyes, black, whole black. She knew me. And I swear, there were times it felt like I knew her. I haven't met her. She can't really move, but her eyes dart around to all of you, and she looks at all of you imploringly, as if urging you to believe her when she says, I haven't met her.
Frike, and we'll bend down. In your dreams, is it possible that you might have met her? You said you met her in the bathtub in the ship, but if there's a lot of similarities, you mentioned before your father found you in your dreams. Is it possible that she could have found you there too? Studied you?
Can I attempt to recall if that's ever happened before?
A history check for me.
Oof, that was... I do have inspiration from C.
You do.
Ooh.
Can you cash that in?
Ooh, better. No modifier, but it's an 18 on the die.
18,
Ooh.
okay. Just clearing your thoughts for a second to really think about this. It's not dreams. It's your waking moments. It's more like glimpses in the corner of your eye, seeing your reflection as you go past a mirrored surface. It's split-second moments, it's not dreams, it's conscious thought. As you start to think about it, it is possible that you've had these experiences before, but you haven't had the context to notice it specifically.
I think her frown deepens as she thinks about this, and where she's lying flat, she curls up on her side and clutches her stomach again. And she starts panting, very heavy breaths, and just... I have seen her before. like a shadow. You never notice unless you're looking for it. My shadow. She's always been there. I just never saw before. Now she's lost. Starts shaking her head in disbelief. I've never lost a shadow before.
Does Frank still have a shadow when the fire is like casting a shadow off her?
Do we all have shadows?
Did she lose a shadow at some point? I feel like that happened.
You all have shadows. How many shadows do you have, Frike?
None. So hold your hand up in front of the fire and look for her shadow, but it's not there.
Does that mean what? That this other you has two? Or they are the
I think she is my shadow. The opposite.
Is there any way we can capture her?
Well,
I hope so.
how about this, for now at least? Let's presume that you're right. She's your shadow. Shadows need light to exist. If we're gonna rest and recuperate, let's say we turn the lights out. Because if there's no light, there can't be a shadow. I don't like the dark, so that will be terrifying, but it might help.
As long as one of us is keeping watch, that's the main thing.
As we always do, we can take it in turns.
And if you get too scared, Big Cat, I'll hold your hand.
If I had my guiding bolt, I would.
You can't guiding bolt all your problems, Race.
I can
It's a real
certainly
problem.
try.
We really should talk about it.
Connell's gonna quickly
To
hop
everyone.
Yeah, he's gonna hop in the cloud real quick and like quickly dash out towards like the entrance of the citadel. And like using a shield, he's gonna kind of like scoop up like a little batch of snow and then fly back with the snow, just so like we can like give Frike some ice to kind of like slow down her heart rate and stuff and chill her the fuck out.
All right. So, are we taking the opportunity to bed down?
Fucking please.
Mhm.
Okay. We'll do
Night
two
watch,
watches.
first round.
So, Connell's taking first round, who's taking second? Wes. Okay. So, you all bed down and try and get some rest in this strange alien place. Connell, give me a perception check for this first watch.
That is a 24.
24, very good. It doesn't take you long. Perhaps it's because of the time spent in the Shadowfell, but once the light goes out and the darkness takes over, it doesn't take you long to be reaccustomed to your vision, your surroundings, your senses heighten. Your watch goes by unnoteworthy. Everything remains still and silent, apart from the occasional snore from Rhódania, but, you know, you've become used to that.
At least she's alive.
Eventually it comes
Sorry,
time
couldn't help
to
it.
awaken Wes for the next watch.
Connell flies down and like grabs his like goggle strap and like slaps it. Wake up, buddy. You're up.
Instantly puts Wes at 0 hit points.
Spare the dying.
He's going to counterspell.
You fucking dare.
No, it's the general arithmetic. Hey, Connell. Sorry, for whatever reason, I've got the biggest pain in my forehead. How'd it go?
Yeah. We're in the dark. There's nothing in the dark. Give us a shout if you come across something spooky.
I'll make sure to wake everyone else up but you. You can sleep this one. You can sit this one out.
How kind of you.
All right. Perception check from Wes, please.
Mm-hmm. 16.
16, very good. Your watch continues on. The only noise you hear, other than the occasional snore, is the sound of the wind outside. There's one moment where you hear something and it startles you a little bit, and you look towards the doorway where you heard this sound. And there's a little dove just in the doorway, just pecking the floor, looking around, and then flies back out.
What in the 9 hells are you doing there? You don't belong here. I think he'll take a deep sigh. And into the void, he'll actually sort of speak to Frike's dad. We are on the path. The path that you or whoever you work for set us on. But if we do not have a happy ending, I promise you, this tapestry that you're weaving, we will burn it. All of it. Until we can rewrite those fractured pages. And that'll be it.
Okay. Despite not speaking at a loud volume, loud enough to wake your comrades, your voice echoes off the walls of this empty place. No response, other than the howl of the wind that continues on. Eventually, you all begin to stir awake. You may take the benefits of a long rest.
Yay! Oh, I can change my fucking spells now.
So my question at this point is, those of you that did sleep through, what do you think you dreamed about? Fronia?
Fronia dreamt of being in a big green field with, in the center of the field, there was the Roshan's Rise tree. And Kadama's running around, leading her to it.
It was a
Simple as
nice experience. With all the Kadamas dancing around as they do. The sound of wildlife echoing through the tree branches. The occasional chortle from a brim small boy in the distance. I'll say that you dreamt of that very specific place in Roshan's Rise. The tree with the hollowed
Right, the
out
memories.
area, the memories.
Yeah.
And as you sat there, taking the scene in and just relaxing, you felt the reassuring scuffling of your
Gotta get me.
fur on your
Not this
head
week, Patch. Sorry. Not this week. Maybe next week.
from Mummy. You did your best, pet.
Tried. Don't know if my best was, good enough, but I tried.
Certainly good enough for me.
Okay. Now, where's Daddy and where's Buri? Inside?
You know what those two are like. Probably off getting into
Yeah.
some bloody bother.
Bollocks. Yeah. Is it time to go home yet?
You tell me, love. Is it time?
She just looks to the sky, and through the leaves in the tree, she can see it's still light out. Nowhere near sunset. She's kind of just slowly shakes her head and said,
Yeah, but it's close. Maybe a few more days, or at least a few hours at the very least.
Well,
Make sure there's dinner on for me, though. Don't wait up too long.
don't worry. It'll all be fine in the end. And if not, well, I guess we can just shout shit cunt until it is.
Exactly.
Alright.
And as she reaches in to cuddle her mum, I imagine just as she's just about to touch her, she wakes up.
And that warm feeling is quickly replaced
She's very much cuddling her cardigan right now.
Replaced with the coldness, the emptiness of the citadel once more. What about you, Frike? Where did your mind take you as you slept? If you did sleep.
It's a fitful rest, but it's still one that takes her somewhere else. She's in a room she's never seen before, but one that feels familiar all the same. She's sitting in front of a mirror as moonlight streams through an open window, idly brushing her hair, which is a lot longer now, almost down her back. Movements are slow and precise before a figure joins her. Placing a hand on her shoulder, she watches the same movement happen in the mirror. She sets the brush down and watches herself in the mirror, and she feels that intense feeling in her eyes when you stare at something for a long time without blinking. Just turning her head as if to address the figure, she just says, "It will be enough. The light of my life. It will be enough." And the version of herself speaking in the mirror smiles and lunges through the glass, seizing her by the throat, and she wakes up, gasping for air, or emerges from her trance, clutching at her throat.
Say that is the moment you all wake up, as it is hard to sleep through that abrupt awakening from Frike. And as you all look at her, you all notice the same thing at the same time, just as Frike, clutching at her neck, you feel a medallion around your neck that was not there before. Golden, with inset rubies around the edges. It's not just around your neck, it is bored into the skin around your neck and in your chest, hanging down to the exact spot where the corruption mark on your body was beginning to grow. You all see this as you look at Frike.
Oh, shit.
That wasn't there before, was it? That looks painful. Are you okay?
It's burned into her skin? Branded?
It looks like it's part of you. It looks like it was always there.
But it's not a tangible thing she can feel. It's just like a mark.
Oh, no, it's a tangible thing that you can feel.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Frank. That looks suspiciously like the two medallions your other half was holding.
Can she attempt to remove it from herself?
Go ahead and roll me. Just roll me a straight dex check.
It's an 8.
8. It will not budge. This thing is buried into your chest. It is almost part of you, it seems.
Donald gestures to Wes. You didn't notice anything during your watch last night? Nobody sneaking over?
Dove? I thought that was unusual. I stuck around and there wasn't anything else.
You'd think you'd noticed
not-
a white feathered bird. Like, come on, that sounds very strange for a place where there's nothing anywhere at all.
That's what I'm saying. And it just flew away. If it had stayed here, it would have been a different story. I would have woken you up. It was gone before I had a chance to.
And did you say something about white feathers?
To be a spy.
Frike, what's your favorite bird?
Pigeon.
A spoonbill duck.
Mosaic spoonbill.
That's it.
A Canadian goose.
Also, just a real quick above table. Shut your fucking mouth, Patch Kelly.
What? What did I do? I didn't do nothing.
My God.
That's the highest
Puzzled.
compliment I could ever receive.
I know it is. I think she just goes quiet at that.
Oh, shit. Shit.
What?
That wasn't a no. That dove might have been an aspect of other Frike.
Like a spy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to figure out is if the shadow is an opposite of Frike, and Frike has abilities from the Raven Queen, and we're seeing doves, does that mean there's a dove king?
Maybe it's not that simple.
I wish it
Maybe
was
it
that
is that
simple.
simple.
Just for once, like, that would be great. Like,
Do any of you guys know of a religious figure that's represented by doves?
let me make a religion
I would like to
check.
roll a history. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, can I roll? Oh, probably better.
I rolled a 4, so nope. I've never heard of a dove king.
I'm a
I-
man of God has fallen race.
Look, I only know
Um,
2 things. That's the moon and moon-related
shit.
stuff.
You've mentioned that there's like statues all throughout this downstairs hall that we're in.
Mhm.
Is there any of the? Well, and you said there was one that was broken. That was the Raven Queen.
Yes.
That was intact.
That was intact.
The Raven Queen
So,
one was intact.
is there, like-
There is a broken one.
So, can we like investigate the other statues to see if there's any like dove symbolism?
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Flat roll. Let's go. That's an 8.
8. Even with an 8, there's not a lot of bird symbology apart from with the Raven Queen. I mean, I suppose that with an 8, it could be a dove, but it's probably a raven. Like how knowledgeable about birds is Connell?
Duck. Goose. Not very. He just knows he eats them sometimes.
What, doves?
Rhódania.
It's like I'm gonna stew.
Fair enough.
Rhódania.
Hi.
You feel a surge of energy.
Ah, I feel a surge of energy. I think it was a catnap I had.
Emanating from your sending stone.
Oh, there's an energy emanating from my sending stone.
What?
Well, but it incorporated Rhódania speaking.
The call is coming from inside the building.
For any sponsorship or any corporate calls, please call Mammy on, well, I don't know her number. Bye.
A message appears in your mind. You hear the words spoken by Captain Madeline Crowley, nonetheless.
Boss lady.
The message is as follows. Guys, hope you're all doing alright. Storm's dying down. Things look a bit weird. Do I need to come get you? That's it.
Okay, guys, before I reply,
Okay, guys,
boss
before
lady's
I
asking.
reply.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to these guys.
Put the phone down, Frodo, and then talk to us.
It's beeping! It's beeping! I need another quarter!
Say it isn't so.
This like mute.
Boss lady's wondering if we need picking up. Apparently it's all, like, storm dying down, but it looks all weird out there. Maybe not so much picking up. Maybe it'd be good if she was here. I don't know. Or, and then she just kind of looks over at Reese. If anyone has any second thoughts.
I mean, I don't like this place, so... If we're out there, maybe I get my abilities back. That would be sweet.
Regroup.
So, we regroup.
Plus, Frank, this might get you away from any other suspicious activity here. Let's go.
Here's a thought. Is the amulet of proof against detection and location still there?
It is.
She'll hold on to that. And
So what do you guys want me to say? Regroup?
yes.
Say we're coming and warm up the hot tub. Yes.
Put it on speaker for you guys. Hi! Can someone count for me?
Petty sprinkles.
Don't put it on things then. Hi! A wee lift would be nice. Scary shit here. Frike not good. How long will it take you? Pity sprinkles.
It's the code.
There is no response.
Wait. Oh wait, there's another word. There's another word. Shit cunt.
You actually have 5 extra words if you want.
heat up the hot tub, love.
Wait, but
That was
there's no
6, but
response?
we'll get with it.
Onward!
There is no response.
Left me on red. Bitch.
Sorry, you froze for me there. Did you say something?
No.
Okay. Just the suspense.
Meet her halfway.
There is a few moments
Hold on.
that pass, and then you do hear a noise in the distance.
That
A
did
loud
not pick up
rumble.
on the Discord mic.
I know, so.
Thanks, Discord noise cancellation that I can't turn off. A loud rumble in the distance.
Please tell me that was someone's tummy because I don't want to, like, be around anything scary right now.
Anyone who wishes to can stick their head out of the door and make a perception check.
Oh, bother.
Fernie is incapacitated for the remainder of the session.
Yep.
I'll check if you want
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay.
or not.
Anyone else?
I'll check.
Ah, fuck it.
Yeah, let's go.
Perception, you say?
Yes.
So that would be a 19.
Very good.
Ooh.
11.
I got a Aelin 20.
Yeah, you did.
All right. I'll roll for Reese as well. Natural 1.
I find it quite ironic considering cats have really bad eyesight that I got a 19.
Uh-huh.
You'd have to wait until it's here before
So-
they can see it.
Everyone that wasn't a natural 1, so everyone apart from Reese, you do, as you poke your head out of the door, you see a orange glow in the distance.
What, outside the citadel or within the citadel?
Yes. No, outside the citadel.
Oh.
Which seems to get bigger and bigger, and then eventually, as the clouds begin to part, you see a sky carver with the flame-throwing
fuck that.
attachments on the front, firing off left, right, and center. Above table, you said that Frike wasn't okay, so Madeline is panicking. So the ship is rushing to your location immediately.
She really likes
Hot
you,
pirate
Frank.
captains in your area.
Got me
Yeah,
on one of those Sky Carver sites.
Oh, God.
She's gonna pull out her sending stone and use it to contact Madeline. Word counter, that's it.
I'm expecting some like cheesy Top Gun dialogue where it's just like, coming in hot, Sky Carver.
Expecting some sort of cheesy episode title. That's what with the amount of times we've been using our sending stones. Hotline.
Episode
I
title,
don't
3 minutes.
Okay. This is 18 words. On our way back, things have happened, need to talk, still intact but badly shaken, be there soon.
Okay. You get a very short reply. Wait, how do you... I don't understand. And it cuts off.
Yes, the signal's not good here.
That was my thought. She'll just head out the door and just start walking toward the ship. Come on. Let's regroup.
You all
Yes,
head
sir.
out. You all head out of the citadel. Head down the long pathway that you came into the citadel proper, and you see the discourteous Rose roaring towards the citadel. Slows down, begins to turn, so it's sideways on from you, and lowers down and lands. Ropes thrown down by the crew, giving you the opportunity to climb back on board.
Climbing.
I move. Meow. Okay. Let's get back.
Reese,
to
come on. Do I need to
comfort.
hold your hand for this too? Come on.
You get onto the deck of the ship, you are greeted by the crew. Greeted by most, as some seem a little distracted. You look over to the wheel. Madeline standing there. Even those of you with a lower passive perception would struggle to not see the blade poking through her chest. As a figure that looks a lot like Frike stands immediately behind her. And that's where we're going to go ahead and take our break. So
This
do
bitch.
stick around to
Hey,
find out
Frank. Sorry.
what is
You
going
just
on
love
with
kill-
that.
Why are you killing all your NPCs, Patch?
Hey, as long as it's not us.
I mean,
minute.
she could roll well on her death saves. You don't know. We'll see. We will be back shortly, my friends. Do stick around, because this might get quite interesting. See you shortly.
Help.
And welcome back, dear friends, to the Rhódania Chronicles right here on Quest Junkies. The Wyld Ones found themselves in an interesting predicament before we went to break. After taking some time to rest up, regain their strength, they contacted Madeline aboard the Sky Carver, the Discourteous Rose, and requested a pickup so that they could regroup and figure out the next step. Madeline rushed over, thinking there was something very wrong with Frike. And as the group boarded the vessel, we rejoin them as they look towards the captain's wheel, as Madeline stands there, confused, very pained, confused look on her face, her arms up. And as she looks down at the same thing you're all looking at, a blade piercing through her chest. That's where we
How much damage does that do?
Let's find out.
She can short rest it off, it's fine.
Yeah, it's good. The adventurers
For Rhódania, without even a minute of thinking, is gonna actually is it touch? Okay, it is touch. I don't really want to be that close to that bitch.
How far away are they?
I'd say about
Good question.
50 feet.
Okay.
Dash.
Ah. Okay.
Okay. Dash towards.
Yes.
As you do, the blade is pulled out from Madeline and she's pushed towards you. She begins to lose her footing.
Just gonna try to catch.
You do. You catch her. As she struggles to hold her weight. She's still alive, but that did a lot of damage. The blood is pooling around her chest as she reaches up to try and cover it, and she coughs and blood is coughed out from her mouth. What the fuck is going on?
Can I still see the other me?
Stood there.
Okay.
She spins the blade. It's almost like a katana in her hand as she spins it, and she just runs it across her face and licks the blade as she does.
I think not taking her eyes away from Bizarro, she's just going to shout to somebody, kind of like do that thing where you cradle someone's head while also covering their ear and just shout, "Somebody help!" And she's talking about Madeline, but she just essentially shouts, "Somebody help!" Hoping anyone will come help the captain.
Well, a couple of the crew immediately rush over to help their captain. They're not magical in any way, but they do rush over to at least pull her away from the scene. She tries to fight them off because she's pissed, as you can imagine.
Connell's gonna run double dash to where Negafrike is. Bonus actions. What I got? Yeah, he's just trying to close the distance to kind of get close, I guess. I know we're not in initiative right now, but it's just to kind of cut her off before she tries to do anything.
Okay. She doesn't react to you. She's looking at Frike.
As soon as Madeline is out of her hands, she'll say two things. She'll say to her, I'll explain when I can, and she'll shout to Connell, grab her.
He's already going for like the Connell flytrap maneuver.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check.
So he lunges at her, and as he does, like he burns giant, just so like she's got like a little space to like wriggle away from. So I get advantage on that. Oh, beautiful! That is 21.
21. She rolled a 13 on the die for a total of 23.
Motherfuck.
I think what she does is, without even... She waits until the last second to move, and just as you come around, as your form grows, as you come around to grab her, she just almost like ballerina spins to the side, and your grasp meets air. She just spirals and then stops in place and still looks at Fry. She just cocks her head.
I'm gonna move so I'm within range of Frike, and cast Sanctuary on her.
Okay. Remind us what Sanctuary does.
So you ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack and spell. The spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects such as like fireballs, but if the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature, the spell ends.
Okay, good to know. Hey, we just got some gift subscriptions. Thank you very much. Wood_man1129. Thank you so much. Very generous. All right, Sanctuary's in place.
I think she'll feel that effect, and she'll just keep moving until she's up close again. She just cocks her head and just, you're not running.
She doesn't say anything in response, but she does reach to her cloak and just pulls it down. And you see another amulet buried into her chest, much the same as yours.
At any point, if I'm able to make another grapple attempt, I will be.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
19 plus 4, that's 24 this time.
Okay, she rolled a 13.
So I got her this time?
Yeah, she's 13 total. She rolled really low.
Oh, okay. So yeah, flight trap maneuver, just like grappled on, then he stands up. He's like, just got her here.
Okay. She doesn't seem to resist. She doesn't say anything, but she just stares at Frike, smiling. The smile actually grows.
Hey, someone get Captain Madeline. Everyone get off the deck. It's just speaking out to the crew that are currently on.
Doesn't take
Clear
much
the
persuasion.
deck now.
You heard the man, do it.
The crew starts to depart. Some get off the ship, some go to the lower decks. Madeline pushes the crew that are trying to carry her to one side. She's not moving. She's staying You can see that she pulls out like a potion and drinks it. She heals herself up a little bit. Not a lot, but she heals a little bit.
You were always here in this chapter, weren't you? Wes kind of steps forward. So let's turn the page and you tell us what comes next.
She's gonna look down at the medallion in her chest and she'll just look up. Looking for something.
She just turns her head. No. Are you?
Why? Why here? Why now?
Like a good daughter does. I just do as I'm told. I always have. Didn't you ever wonder what happened when you were banished? No one's ever truly banished from the Shadowfell.
Who is our father to you? Is he Lord of Timea?
He's Daddy.
Connell would see that Frike looks visibly green around the gills, as though she is suppressing the urge to throw up.
You were never the same after you lost me.
Did I lose you or did you leave?
No, you were cast out. You were banished. They took you out of me to make me better.
Does he tells you everything, does he?
He didn't have to tell me anything. Remember it. Clear as day.
And you come from the Shadowfell. Same as me.
Same as you.
Do you even know how far he's fallen?
Not far enough.
Resurrecting gods. Being the toy of someone else. Then again, that's something you'd know a lot about. Clearly.
This must be very healing for you. Having this conversation with yourself.
Her hands flex at her side.
Her attention turns to the rest of the group. And what about you, Wyld Ones? What do you think? There's two of us. There used to be one. One light, one dark. which is which.
Well, I think considering that our friend Frike here is a good person, you must be the evil one.
Interesting. Because before she came to this world, I'd never killed anybody. I'd never done anything bad in my life.
And you're so pious about it.
Phobos is actually dead. As he's making the statement towards both Frykes and seeing which one reacts.
What?
And that's how we know you're fake, as he like squeezes harder on Nega Fryke.
Did you kill him?
Nope.
No, she's asking Frike.
Oh, sorry. Yes!
Dun dun dun! Cuddles the BBG!
Ah, Dios mío!
It's the long con.
Oh. Your friends really are the gift that keeps on giving. So I'm the bad one
What's that
because I
supposed to
didn't
mean?
react because you said Phobos was dead. Do you really know the truth about Phobos? You want to know why you didn't remember him?
Something tells me you're going to tell me.
Well, only if you want to know. I am quite happy to keep that information to myself.
Spill.
Your friend here, big guy. He's been going around the Shadowfell with Phobos, training up for this big adventure, this big mission. Never stopped to think who he was with. As
My
her form-
brother.
Her form shifts into Phobos.
Oh no.
Oh, great. I'm really happy about part in this form if this is the one you're taking.
You hear Phobos' voice. So delusional. Easy to manipulate. You of the material plane especially. The form shifts back to this other Frike. The reason why you didn't remember Phobos, your other brother, is because you never had an other brother. Phobos was never real. That's how we kept tabs on you. That's how we pulled away your shield. Because he became of interest to us with his abilities. Keep your enemies close.
Hey, Feronia,
Hey.
remember that moon thing you did against Deborah at the tournament?
Uh-huh.
Hit me up, baby.
What, as in, let it... where the sun don't shine? That kind of moonbeam thing.
I think as they're talking, she is going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows and go for 2 hits to the jaw on either side.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage.
It's a Oh, okay. It's 16 on the first one, and then I think a 14 on the second one.
That's
Yeah.
both miss. Both miss. AC 17.
Could you argue, because I'm technically holding them, I'm technically flanking with Frank, so therefore she should get advantage.
Already had
logic.
advantage. Already had advantage on the rolls.
Aye.
Hmm.
You must think you're pretty special.
You asking me that, or are you asking yourself? Fronia,
You.
did you want to do something?
Yeah, I wanted to moonbeam the shit out of her. But if you guys want to talk first, it's fine.
I'll say you're casting Moonbeam as this conversation is continuing on.
Yarp. I'm going to cast it at... Well, the lowest level I can. I'm doing it at second level.
Okay.
We're not in initiative, so how would I know when it's her turn? I've never done this outside of initiative before.
We'll have to roll initiative to find out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
By the way, Sanctuary has
So-
dropped on Frike because of the attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
14.
Okay, one sec.
Do you want to say that I'm casting it? I've cast it already, or
We'll roll initiative, and then when it gets to your turn, that's when you cast it. I
okay?
think it's the best way to do it. Okay. So 25 to 20.
Dirty 20.
24.
24 words, Jesus. Dirty 20 for Connell. 20 to 15.
14.
14 for Frank.
I got 15.
15 for Fronia. Reese got a 9. Madeline got a 4. Which fits the story. Okay. So top of the round would be Wes.
He'll kind of stumble up closer to Negafrike, and just as the whole scene's playing out, something about this really makes me sick. Makes me, and we'll cast Ray of Sickness on Negafrike, and I will use my inspiration to roll with advantage.
All right. Okay.
Okay, does a 22 hit?
That definitely hits.
It hurts me.
Fantastic.
Oh.
So you're going to take 2d8 poison, and if you could do me the pleasure of making a Constitution 17 save, I'm so sorry. Con 17
Con.
save.
16. Natural 20.
17, my apologies. Natural 20, doesn't even matter. All right, so you save the poison, but you will take 8 poison damage. And then we'll end the turn by using Taunt as a bonus action and just looking at her. You really make me sick. And that's just your words. I can't even begin to tell you how ugly you look in real life. No offense, Frank.
Okay.
Can you make a Wisdom 17 save?
Wisdom 17. Let's have a look here. Dirty 20.
All right. You save both. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Connell.
So conveniently, I have resistance against poison, so I only took 4 damage from that.
Hey.
You shouldn't have taken any damage. That's a single target attack.
Oh, is it? Sweet.
Yeah.
I thought it was like an AoE.
Nah, if it was an AoE, I would have told you.
He's like an evocation wizard. He's funneled it.
But
it's been so long. I'm gonna go for it. Connell's gonna go for the suplex.
there you go. There you go.
go
Suplex
for
that
it.
bitch.
How did it's just an unarmed attack, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Uh, 15. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
So he throws her back. I guess like she probably like kind of like rolls out of the way before she's able to like make full contact with the floor. So once Connell leans back, he's gonna kind of almost do like a swipe kick to kind of ground himself back onto his feet. That's a 17 plus 8, so that's 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Rad. 1d4. So that does. Oh! I also get to add more damage. New levels in so little time.
New levels, who dis?
New levels, who this?
Yes.
Okay, so that is 9 points of bludgeon damage as he like swipes at her legs as she rolls out of the way. I believe that is me.
Okay. 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you swipe at her legs. Frike, you feel this immense pressure at the base of your legs, causing you to fall prone to the floor as you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
I thought that would happen.
Oh.
Oh.
Patch, did the poison damage do anything to Frike?
No,
Huh.
but she didn't react either.
Magical attacks, I guess.
So that brings us to Rhódania as you complete
To
casting
use my
your
moonbeam now. I'm
Mean
scared.
beam?
Can I for flavor? As she's casting Moonbeam, she would have bonus actioned already into her starry form. So when she does cast Moonbeam, it's the whole moon butt situation.
Do you have an iconic phrase for us, like by the power of stars and moon and shit, go fuck yourself? As you do this, let me change the music up a bit, because y'all are in initiative now. Y'all made
In
choices.
the name of the moon and shit.
In a friendship circle such as us, we don't like fake friends, so go fuck yourself, cunt.
And then I'm just gonna cast Moonbeam at 2nd level.
All right.
Okay. And that'll be my turn. So already bonus action and actioned.
Okay. Which brings us to Frike. Frike. You're Frike. Or is it? Whichever Frike Bridget is playing currently.
Okay, so using movement to stand up.
I'll take this moment just to say, if you are just joining us, welcome on in. The group are in the process of now
Hey, hotels?
fighting a double of Frike. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Which seems to take damage across both Frikes.
Dun dun dun!
I have
Just
an
about
idea
this.
I might come to regret. Gonna attempt cast Armor of Agathis on herself.
Okay, this is one of your warlock spells.
Yes.
It does not work. You are
Oh,
aboard the
shit.
Discourteous Rose, but you are still in Morganath.
Can I free action? Okay, is Madeline in the fight with us?
She rolled initiative.
Okay. I think wherever she is, she's gonna look for Madeline and just shout, "Fly us out of here!"
Fuck your crew.
Make a persuasion check.
$18.
18. She looks confused at first, but looks back and forth between the two frikes, clutches at her chest, looks over to the side of the ship at the people that are about to disembark the ship after getting told to leave. Get back on board and let's get going! And she issues the command. And we'll see where they get to on their turn. Anything else for your turn?
Gonna bonus action and another key point for another flurry of blows.
All right.
Ooh, that's Damn it. $23 on the first one.
That definitely hits.
For a total of 5 bludgeoning damage, and then I am going to roll the second one. That probably doesn't hit, that's a 10.
10 misses. As you swing, like the first strike misses, but then you reel in for a second, you make contact with the jaw, and immediately you feel pressure on your own jaw as your jaw rocks back as you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as well. Almost like punching
And that's
yourself
it.
in the face. All right. That brings us to Frike's turn. Whichever the other Frike is. Let's have a look here.
Do you want me to roll my boom beam? Moonbeam?
Boom beam.
Yes, you
Boom
roll your boom beam damage.
The boom and shit.
Her
Oh,
form
can I also-
her form does not change.
Can I also make a point that I forgot to mention? After our long rest, I used my Cosmic Omen roll
Okay.
that I get.
What is that?
I rolled a... so whenever you finish a long rest, roll a die. Until you finish your long rest, you gain a special reaction based on the die roll. I rolled even, but whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, you can use your reaction to roll a d6 and add the number rolled to the total.
Oh,
so-
interesting. Nice. Yeah, keep that in
I don't
mind
use it
then.
often, but I thought I'd use it today.
No, that's good. That might come in clutch. Just keep that in mind.
So where is my moonbeam?
I've been saving this special technique until this very moment.
So I'm going to need a con saving throw from you, which is DC of 16. I'll just get my D10.
I don't even need to look at the modifier. That's a 2 on the dice.
Sweet. Well, my 2 D10s. Oh, I need to get the right D10s. That one, and yeah, I'll do this one again. So, I'm just trying to read it again. I can never remember. If you fail it. So, if it fails, if you fail, you instantly revert to original form. I can't assume a different form until the spell leaves the light. And then you also get 2d.
If they're a shape changer, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah, if they're a shape changer. But technically, if they're able to change shapes, like change into Phobos, surely not, they'd be classed as a shape changer.
A shape change is a very specific thing. Because there's various different ways to change a shape, whether it's naturally or through arcane or divine ways. Her form doesn't change. Her form doesn't change. That's as much as you know.
Okay. So that is a 70.
70?
2 D10s.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, never mind. I grabbed a percentile dice. I'm being an idiot.
What kind of maths is
One
this?
of these things is not like the other.
My brain doesn't work.
Belong here.
I call that moonbeam. I call that spirit bomb.
I guess, John, prepare to be God.
Oh,
Man, I didn't realize we were getting a free Oppenheimer viewing tonight. Jesus.
well.
I am become dead.
Well.
Destroyer of shitcunts.
I'll just shut up and drink my tea, okay?
Never
You
change.
do you, Killian Murphy.
I'm gonna
All right,
cry.
so
So that's a 12. 12 points of
and
radiant damage.
12 points of radiant damage. Okay, you see the
Yeah.
the light sear into the skin of this Frike as they grimace slightly in pain. Frike, you take 12 points of radiant damage as you feel your skin sizzle and bubble for some reason, even though you're not in this light. How are you looking?
Decent.
Okay, decent is good.
Level 9. I mean, we're not that squishy. Not no more.
All right. Let's see what she wants to do on her turn. She shrugs off the moonbeam. Let's have a look here. She looks deep into Frike's eyes. Those voids seem to almost grow, and you see her smile grow as her jaw begins to distend. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Frike.
I think I know what you're doing. Ooh. It's a 23.
23. You feel the fear creep into you for a split second, but you manage to shrug it off. As the distended jaw hangs wide and she tilts her head, and she looks at you and says, "Be careful what you wish for." And then she's going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows on you. Like for like. First one, 21 to hit.
Yep.
Second one, natural 1. Okay. So you're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as she takes the same. She just goes
I was
for
about to ask if she get the same.
a quick jab towards your solar plexus, which just catches you off guard for a split second. It doesn't hurt a lot, but You can see that she sort of reacts the same way. And I believe that's it for her turn. So now we're with Reese.
Oh yeah, he's here.
I'm here and I still don't have my powers. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna make myself useful, guys. Come on, let's get out of the ship. He's gonna help the others, like, get the ship ready to go. Because he has done some jobs on the ship, on the journeys, so he is able to pitch in and assist. So he's gonna spend his turn doing that. Which then brings us to Madeline, who starts making her way back over towards the wheel. She's not going to dash because she just can't help herself. She pulls out her revolver and she's going to take a shot at Frike.
Oh.
Shot through the heart.
And you're to blame.
Which Frike is she aiming for?
Which one do I shoot?
Now there's an out of commission.
No.
It's just making me think of Detroit Beyond Human.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like, I'm the real
Sumo.
Connor. No, I am. Shoot
Okay.
me,
He
Hank.
uploaded my memory.
She rolled a 26 to hit, which is great.
Yep.
Headshot.
She... Oh god. Why do I do this virtually? Because it's so slow. Rolls high though. Okay.
Oh no.
Might have hardware acceleration turned off.
Fucking hardware acceleration. Okay. She does get sneak attack on this as well. So can someone roll me? Because it's quicker. 46.
I'll do it.
Not me, because clearly I can't read dice.
Okay.
I'm so used to rolling D100s, okay?
Ooh. That's 16.
16. Okay. She aims true, going directly at Frike's head, making direct contact for 36 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Frike, you feel this surge of pain in your skull as you take 36 points of piercing damage. And your head rocks to the side. And Madeline looks shocked because she did not shoot at you. And she uses the rest of her turn to keep moving towards the wheel. She doesn't quite get all the way because she didn't dash. And that brings us back to Wes at the top of the round.
All right, 2 quick things. We are going to use our action to cast Enlarge on Connell. All right. I told this to your other friends at the tournament, but I will remind you because you shadow folk just don't seem to get it. We're not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with us. Connell, move Knight to D4 as we cast Enlarge on you. So you are now officially large. You have advantage on all strength checks, and you get an additional D4 on all weapons.
I am now huge. So,
He was already
ladies and
large.
gentlemen,
You are.
boys and girls,
Dear God.
we enter my tunnel. As I can imagine the ship starts to like.
Oh no.
The ship is not designed to hold someone of that size.
Oh fuck. Okay.
No, don't break my cabin, please.
You
we will
hear
end
the
our turn.
wood creaking and cracking beneath the pressure of this new weight upon the deck. You hear Madeline go, "What the fuck?"
So, normal Connell is like 6'2", and large or giant's ruined Connell is like 12'4".
Oh no.
Am I doubled to 24'8"?
Around about that, I would say, yeah.
Holy shit!
And I think to end the turn, bonus action, as the ship rocks and tries to stabilize itself, Wes will look over. Now, I don't know what Pryke you think you are, but I know which one you're gonna be. Dead. Can you make another Wisdom 17 as I use a bonus action taunt on you?
Absolutely.
Spitting bars tonight.
That's a 17 on the die for a 23.
Meets a pizza. End of turn.
Okay. That brings us to Connell. Please make me a dexterity saving throw. As your foot begins to sink through the wood of this top deck of the ship.
That's... Wait. I can re-roll saves if I do really bad. What ability is that? Because I don't want it. It is, yes. Is this an appropriate use of Indomitable?
I would think so.
Where features, that's what it is. Okay. I rolled a 5. I want to re-roll that.
Okay.
That was a 10 on this new roll.
So at the beginning of your turn, your right foot sinks through the top deck of the ship and gets wedged. It will take an action to free your foot. Otherwise, you have a movement speed of 0. But you are like 20 feet tall, so, you know.
Inspiration where I need it. Connell is just gonna go with a big ass hand and try and like grab Negafrike.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my usual grapple check.
Yep. Usual grapple check.
Does getting enlarged give me extra strength, or is it just the same as my Giant's Might?
It's advantage. It should give you.
Yeah. No, I'm just wondering if it's like the same rules.
Oh yeah, same rules. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. So I don't get like
got
any
inspiration from Pixie.
I did. Thank you very much, Pixie.
Thanks, Pixie.
So I am rolling strength check.
I'm gonna let you know now so you don't burn inspirations. She rolled a natural 20.
Well, luckily I've got 2 attacks, and a grapple attempt is an attack. So, okay. So she like jumps out of like the first hand, and he's going in with the second. Jesus. 11.
Okay. Perhaps the unexpected, even more enlarged size is causing you to slow down a little bit in your movements as she's able to evade your grabs. You just keep meeting more wood of the ship and more screams from Madeline. Stop turning holes in my ship!
This was not my idea. This was still an alpha beta test.
Sure it says.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's my 2 grapples.
Okay, Rhódania, we are with you.
Okay. Trying to decide which order to do this in. Okay, I am going to drop Moonbeam and cast Polymorph on Fake Frike.
All right.
It's going to give it the old college
what the
try.
save is.
Let me just scroll down. Wisdom 16.
Wisdom 16. Frike, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
9.
That's a fail from both Frykes. So what do you turn Fryke into?
A guinea pig.
In a flash of arcane energy, there are 2 guinea pigs on the deck of the ship.
And as my bonus action, I am going to not do that. I can't cast any damage on them. I was going to say, could I heal them? In that case, I'm going to head over to the Fryke guinea pig.
Which one?
Because I'm assuming that my Fryke, mummy. I'm going to run to her and just pick her up and just try and get as far away, use the rest of my movement to get as far away from fake Fryke as possible.
Okay. I'll say it's like half your movement to get over to her and half your movement back, so you can end up back in the same place that you are now, basically.
Yeah.
But easy enough to do to pick up a guinea pig.
Yeah. And I am just going to leave it at that because I'm worried if I use even just a healing spell, then I'll take them out of both their forms. So I'm not going to do anything. Just gonna.
Okay. That brings us to Fryke. Fryke, you are a guinea pig. Let's see if there's a stat block for a guinea pig. Let's have a look.
I think there is. If not, just something close to it.
Let me have a look here. I will say, for the purposes of this, use this stat block that I'm going to send you now, which is of a rat.
I have a really good polymorph story for whenever we wrap up.
Is it almost as good as mine, where I polymorphed whatever that big thing was attacking Connell, and then I went immediately to go over and try and hit it?
Some of my favorite moments.
And everyone was like, "What?" Yeah.
So, Fryke, you're a guinea pig. You're not sure what's going on, but it's cold. A little bit hungry as well, like.
I'm cuddling.
Can't guinea pig make some kind of sounds like chirruping?
Yeah.
It's constant.
Well, your intelligence.
And it's me in your bum.
Your intelligence score at the moment is 2. So.
Yeah.
I don't think you're able to communicate.
Yeah.
You do have advantage on perception checks that require smelling.
I don't know. What does it smell like?
Make a perception check at advantage.
Yeah. Now, what do I smell like, Fryke?
That's a loaded question.
You know what? Perception is wisdom based.
Oh my god, Mike.
Either way, the highest that I got is a 6.
I stink.
6. Adjusting to these new senses, all of a sudden, it is tricky to. You're not sure. This is all a lot. There's a lot going on right now. I'm assuming that's it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So the other guinea pig will just sort of scuttle about the deck of the ship in like a few circles, just like sniffing and cleaning itself for a hot second.
Connell was still holding it.
What?
Weren't you still holding her?
No, I suplexed.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Either way, she's tiny.
So that's all they're doing. Reese is continuing to help the crew, but does stop for a second to look and is like, okay, not gonna ask. Let's go. And he continues to help with the prep of the ship. Madeline equally as confused by what's going on, but does reach the wheel of the ship and begins bringing the ship up. Looking very concerned at Connell as she does. She's like, hope this baby holds together. Which brings us back to Wes at the top of the round.
I want to do one stupid thing. I want to catch the other Frike in the bag of holding.
Come here, you little shit.
You want to catch the other Frike in a bag of holding. Okay. Give me a
Catch
dexterity
the
check
Frike.
to see if you can catch it.
Yeah.
What's his stats like for Dex? Okay, Dex is his best stat. It's not great, but it's... Okay, how'd you go?
23.
23. It got a
Dex just
19.
fuck.
So you're able to catch the guinea pig.
We'll just close it up real quick. Have her in there, Archie, and don't let go. And then bonus action, look over at Guinea Frike.
Any Frank?
Hey.
Sorry.
We've got this covered. Shit cunt. And a level 2 bonus action healing word. On the Guinea Frike.
Okay. I don't think that will carry through because currently Frike has guinea pig healing.
Polymorph, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's why I
never
didn't
mind.
heal.
Touche. Can I revert that back and then free action curse at the other Frike and end my turn?
sure.
Okay.
Okay.
In the bag, end of turn.
I'll say at this point, there doesn't appear to be any active threats on board. So we can drop out of initiative for the time being.
Before we do, I would like to use my action to get out of my leg hole and then jump off the edge of the ship just so I'm not,
Weighing it down.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Easy enough
like
to do that.
it's not taken off, so like I don't know how big the ship is, but I can imagine I'm not in danger.
Madeline looks very relieved as you do that. Okay. For the time being, we are out of initiative. For how long? Who can tell?
My god, she's so cute.
Is Frike suffocating by any chance?
Yeah, is there air in the bag of holding? That was going to be my question.
There is for a little while. Not long.
But space is a vacuum.
Bakum.
Guys, I don't know what we just did, but I'm keeping the bag closed. If we've got a plan, let's make it now.
Okay, so we know that whenever we hit fake Frike, our Frike gets hurt. So we need to find a way to kind of like split that sort of connection. I don't know, or it's a bit crazy, but I don't even like saying this. Hurt fake Frike as much as we can, so both of them are down, and then I can somehow revive our Frike.
Well, if they're both connected, then you would revive the other Frike then, right?
We can cast Sentry before we kill the other Frike.
Would it permanently kill the other Frike? And not
I don't know.
kill our Frike?
I don't know. I just don't like the idea of killing her either way.
Yeah, I don't. That really unsettles. Let's just keep them separated. The bag of holding should keep the rat or the pig. Sorry, I was
Guinea
thinking of the
pig.
rat stat block. Thank you. So
Right,
we've got
make me a
time, but
Constitution saving
we're
throw.
going to need a plan.
Like, open it up a little bit so she's got some air.
12.
Okay. Your tiny little guinea pig
shit.
body. You feel like you can't breathe. As Rhódania, you start to hear pained little chirps from the furry little article in your arms.
You've got to do something. Think of something.
Is there a way to remove their soul link?
Don't
Wait.
know.
Wait, you said you could heal Frike, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Frike, forgive me. I'm gonna take the pistol and I'm gonna fire them to the bag of holding, destroying it.
Okay. As you aim the pistol, ready to pull that trigger, Frike, you lose consciousness for a moment. As Rhódania, you're immediately pushed backwards as Frike appears in the space in front of you and immediately regains consciousness. Frike, you are back to as you were. Wes, as
I'm
you
sorry,
grip
I had to
down,
do it.
as you grip down on the trigger, Wes, unfortunately you don't have time to pull it as the bag explodes. I would like
No.
I'd like each of you to roll me a fate roll.
That's a D100, right?
D100.
I think I'll use the same dice I just did earlier.
60.
60.
19.
19.
38.
38.
Mike, please tell me it was
88.
69. Please tell
I
me it was
wish.
69.
It was
Bro.
88.
88. Okay. Connell, Frike, and Rhódania. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage as you are hit with a concussive shockwave as the bag at Wes's waist explodes. Wes, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 20.
Five.
A 5. Okay.
Please tell me you have inspiration. Oh, baby.
As the searing pain engulfs your body, starting at your hip, you are consumed in a explosion of arcane energy. You take 35 points of damage. Thank you for the gift subscriptions. How's Wes looking at this moment?
35, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So statistically, we're fine. The character. There's light coming through the cracks and it is not going anywhere.
Fuck.
his kintsugi is ripping apart, and it almost looks very astral on one side of his face.
Are we allowed to cast any spells right now?
We will be momentarily.
Okay.
This is just one last thing. In fact, I think this is the last point of the session, really. We'll see. As Wes staggers back from this explosion, the space where it happened, on the deck of the ship, there looks to be a crack in the air, which begins to build. It's almost like shattered glass that begins to spider up into the space. A piece of this space dislodges as black mist, fog begins to funnel out. Right as the Discourteous Rose begins to rise up into the air, it moves to the side so that this space is no longer on the deck of the ship. Connell, the ship appears to be taking off.
So I'd imagine, like, Wes, once he gets hurt, like, Connell starts to shrink. So as Connell's just going to grab onto the side, so as he shrinks, he, like, and, like, it's been a minute, so, like, his giant rune, so he'll be, like, extra small, well, his normal size by the time the ship's taken off.
And as you all look down at that space, the black fog, mist, whatever you would call it, begins to build around that space. You've seen that before. Anytime there has been a convergence event, and it begins to build and build and build as the ship rises. Anything from anyone else before we finish for tonight?
Point of order. I took 18 points. I had 10 left. I'm down.
So Frank is down.
Shit.
Okay, well, let me go through my plethora of healing spells. Revivify.
Hasn't failed 2 death saves.
Okay, well then, in that case, spare the dying.
Any healing spell would... Oh, I guess
Yeah,
that works.
if you-
Yeah.
You can either spare the dying or you can just heal her, and she'll be okay.
And it would... Yeah, bring...
Save
Okay.
Revivify for if she's dead.
Wasn't sure, okay?
No, it's good. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. You can ask these questions. It's fine.
I know. Oh, I wasn't asking a question. I'm just clearly being a dumbass tonight.
No. You're fine.
What one do I want to use? I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
At 3rd level. So it's
Nice.
3d8 plus 4. 1. Trying to pick the right d8. Just use my Rhódania d8. And I've got loads of fucking d10s. Let's use this d8. That looks pretty. Okay, so 8, 13, 14, 19 points of healing damage.
19 points of healing damage. Frank, you come back to consciousness with 19 points restored.
I'm resisting every urge to jump off the high ropes and dive straight into this fucking convergence portal.
I'm sure you are.
Into the depths almost.
I just want to honor the great hero, Leroy Jenkins, and go head first into this kerfuffle.
Stick to the plan, Leroy. Stick to the plan.
Let's do this.
Connor McGinnis.
Does the other Pryke heal?
Can't see you.
They're most likely going to be in that portal somewhere.
But the last thing we'll see before the session closes, as Fright comes to consciousness, the amulet within her chest begins to glow,
Oh, great.
and you feel it begin to grow hot. And that's all for this week of
Our luck.
Rhódania Chronicles. So, a massive thank you for everyone who's tuned in tonight and all those gift subscriptions and inspirations and all the things claimed. Thank you so much. Your generosity is massively appreciated. We do hope you can join us next week as we reach session number 50 of this little campaign, which just so happens to be the last session for now with this group of players, as we will be undergoing a slight change on Mondays after next week, temporarily. But the campaign will not finish, it will continue. It just might look a little different for a while. But more on that another point. First, we need to quickly go around the table, my dear friends, if you'd be so kind. Please reintroduce yourself, plug anything you've got to plug, and give us your favourite moment from the session, starting with Rhódania.
Hey, I'm Mai, aka Myrit the Pirate. Tonight I played Rhódania, the Circle Stars Feelies Druid Artificer. You can find me on social media as Myrit the Pirate or Myrit Pirate, mostly on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, X, Instagram, all that places. You can also find me here on Wednesday nights as Timothy Brassfangs III Esquire, the not-so-eloquent College of Eloquence Casino Bard Rogue in the Wildmount Chronicles, and every other Saturday over at Phoenix Owaki as Soleil, been playing Celeste recently, Soleil, my Twilight Domain servant cleric. Yeah. So, my favourite moment... To be honest, I had like sheer anxiety the whole session because I was like, fuck. Probably finally getting a long rest. And sadly, the whole, oh god, fucking Madeline with the, what's her name? I forget. It's like a whole Sephiroth situation from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, Aerith, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
That's what I was thinking. I will note as well, guys, that next week is my last session for a while anyway for Rhódania, and also next Wednesday is my last session for Wildmount for a while, because another thing to plug, if you're in the Colchester area, England, Essex, all that jazz, I'm playing Lady Macbeth in a production of Macbeth. So if you're around, you happen to be in the country, come and see me. That'll be cool. But yeah, thank you for another traumatizing session, Patch.
It is a pleasure. I love making my friends real sad. Thank you so much. Westerly.
Friends, hi, I am the real-life Bagman. But I'm not the real-life Bagman. I am literally Grim in chat. If I'm not here blowing stuff up, I'm blowing stuff up on Wednesdays with Out of the Abyss, which should be coming to an end very soon. We'll see if we blow up the Underdark. Favorite moment for me was the terrifying anxiety of realizing that everything you do to Frike, you do to Frike. and trying to navigate what the hell to do in that situation, that was crisp attention. Thank you, Patch.
It is a pleasure. I will also just take this opportunity just to remind you, please go to your character sheet, delete your bag of holding, and delete everything that was inside your bag of holding.
Best believe.
Oh,
You best believe.
It's gone. It's all gone. Thank you so much. Colin, we're going to see.
hello everyone. I am Patrick, aka Pattins. Sometimes I draw art, but Monday afternoons I play Colin McGinnis, or Genasi Rune Knight Fighter. You can find me at Twitch, pattins.tv, or TV, whatever the plug is. I'm streaming Monster Hunter at the minute. I'm also working on the Zelda one-shot. Zelda one-shot's going to be deckloads of fun. I'm really looking forward to cramming as much Zelda information and content into it and making it the grandest old time as a big fan of the series. So I'm so looking forward to it. My favorite part of the session, not gonna lie, was like the realization was that, like, I mean, this polymorph, it's like there's so many implications that can happen with it, and it's always that thing of like, okay, we've turned them into goldfish, let's stand the goldfish. No.
We got that already.
So my polymorph story is basically I was playing into the Netherdeep last year, and there's a section in the story where like there's army bases that are on the backs of like giant colossal turtles that are like trucking through. The wizard casts polymorph on one of these giant turtles, which is carrying like hundreds and thousands of soldiers, and they all get like compressed and crushed into a goldfish, and we put the goldfish in a bottle of water, close it, and it was like, no one touches the fish. So polymorph and the implosion of the bag of holding. Can't wait to fight the Bagman.
And we had the Bagman on Wednesdays. But due to copyright infringement, I cannot legally refer to them as the Bagman. Thank you so much.
Trash man.
I'm the trash man. I eat trash. Last but certainly not least by any measure, Freak.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
I only used that voice at the beginning of the session because I had an idea of what might happen today, and it made me want a hot dog real bad. It was my theories anyway, but yeah. Amazing. I mean, I don't know where to start with a favorite moment. Being in peril is pretty damn cool, it turns out. That was my favorite moment. All of the peril.
So you like being a damsel in distress, eh? Make sure Madeline knows that.
Yeah, why not?
And let us know who you are and plug things you got to plug.
Yes, I was getting to that. I am Bridget. I've been Frank, the Wyld One Ghost Shatterkai Monk, and Warlock. And when I'm not here Monday nights, you can find me on Friday nights for Stradalicious. And every other Friday, you can find me over in Phoenix, Milwaukee for Candlekeep Mysteries. We just finessed our way into a long rest last time. It was impeccable teamwork with myself and Maddie, not to toot our horns or anything. But when I'm not on stream, you can find me behind the scenes, recapping, lore keeping, fanfic, and all that good stuff.
All right, thank you so much. I am Pat, your ever humble Dungeon Master. I played everybody else. You can find me here on Quest Junkies every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can find me every other Friday over on PhoenixUK, playing my sassy yet classy Order of Scribes, Kalashtar Wizard, Cleric, Kellen Sturgrove in the Chisenda's Tyranny campaign, which is so much fun. we have lots of things coming up as well in a couple of weeks' time. In fact, is it next week? I believe it's next week. Next week! It is my birthday. And I am celebrating in the best way I know how. By streaming the first session of Quest Junkies, that's Candela Obscura, with our Lightkeeper Scarlet Song, featuring an incredible cast and 5 and a bit hours of absolute terrifying body horror goodness. A lot of production has gone into it. It's something we are very proud of and has been commented on by big names in the community, which is terrifying and amazing. So I hope you can join us for that. All the information will be available on social media. And yeah, that's that. Favorite moment? Polymorph is always great. It's like in a lot of ways it can be a DM's nightmare, but I love it because I always see it as that fucks up my plans. But how long?
Like a get out jail free card.
But how long until it fucks up your plans? Because more often than not, it's I polymorph and then I stand on them. I feel like I should have expected the thing with the bag of holding to happen because I know Mike and I know Wes. But it was still a surprising move. But good, because it led to an opportunity. So I see it as a problatunity.
I like that word.
Yes, I love that word. And that's it from us, I believe. So, thank you so much for watching. We're going to love you and leave you. Go find some wonderful peeps to raid. Let's have a quick look here. Let's see if any of our usuals are on. You know what? We haven't seen them for a while. Let's go see our friends over at Bards of New York. So, friends, do stick around for the raid. All the love to you at home, and we will see you next on Wednesday for the Wildman Chronicles. Until then, I guess if there's anything else left to say, is it Monday yet? Good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.